is in her house. Very cool. Yes. That's why I like to leave the audience going like, good? Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Miss Angela Sawyer.
Hello. Oh, hello. It is wonderful to talk to you. I am a frumpy, artsy, frump type lady. You bet I have a show in my living room. I work right up the street in Porter. I am 48 years old, which is why my sweater is the color of vomit. Yeah, I got everything that goes with being in Cambridge. I got the scraggly bird's nest up top. Down here, just childless mystery. Yeah. I keep this covered in as much denim as I possibly can. And on top of that, just silhouette of a Tennessee deputy. That's what I got going on. That's what I got going on. It's nice to meet you. It's very nice to meet you. I love this time of year. I think this is the time of year that Boston is the best at, right? This time, yes. So, like the lead up to Halloween right around now, that's what we're really good at around here. I love Halloween. I converted. I hated it when I was a little kid. I had one of those moms who would make me a Halloween costume out of washer boxes, refrigerator boxes. I went through 3 years of middle school every year as a bookworm eating a dictionary. That doesn't get you fucked at the middle school dance. It just doesn't. It does not. That means you grow up and you buy glasses like that guy. That's what happens. I didn't like, when you're a fat kid, if you get a Halloween costume, you're just the fat whatever that is. If I was Casper, I was just fat Casper. It wasn't that great. And so when I grew up, I was like, I gotta fix it. Like, I'm an adult, I can figure it out. I can I gotta look at the world and see what, what fits with what I bring to the table. And I looked around and I was like, what can I do? Can I be Gwyneth Paltrow? No. Can I be Angelina Jolie? Probably not. But Kathy Bates. Oh yeah. Yeah, I can. So for 5 years, every year at Halloween, I would just dress up in my regular clothes. On the way out the door, I would grab a big kitchen knife, and then when people asked me, what are you? I'd be like, I'm Kathy Bates. And they'd be like, oh, you are. It did not go that well. It was okay. But after a couple of years, I felt like I had done it too many times. I didn't know what to do anymore. And so this summer, getting ready for this year, I was like, I got to come up with something else. I need a new thing. And I thought about it all summer long, and I figured out. I got a bunch of roommates. One of them's got a shitty baseball hat. I'm going to borrow it, stomp on it, put it on my head, and I went on Halloween as Michael Moore. You see it, don't you? I don't even need the camera. Do not even need the camera. The other thing that I did this summer is I changed my policy on scarves. Now I know you probably don't need a policy, but you don't really need a policy. But I didn't have one and now I do. Okay, here's what happened. We live in a college town and there are a lot of college girls walking around this town, and I looked at them and I realized one day that this is the rule. The more dick you want, the more scarves you wear. And I was like, holy shit, I need to get a lot of scarves now. I need them now. So I didn't have that much money. I'll show you what I did. Just like the hat, I got some from my roommate. And then these are my fuck sweatpants. Welcome to them. I hope they're working. 857-413-0154. 0154. As a lady who looks like this, I'm not very threatening, so gonna toot my own horn. Haven't been robbed a lot. Just haven't. I think some people, some people look at me and they just read oh, you're poor. And so they know, don't rob that person. It won't work. And then, but not everybody's that socially aware. Some people are just like, they just get a general vibe, and they're like, like, what happened, you know? So, because I look like, maybe I had a kid, but I definitely forgot it. So I just don't get threatened a lot. It just doesn't happen. One time, though, I was in a store. I was in this little tiny store. I was working on the register, and this guy was in there. He was very angry. He was pacing back and forth. And it was raining outside, so I figured he was mad at the weather, because that's what I would have done, is just be mad at the weather. And then, all of a sudden, he, like, came around the corner, and he pulled out this large, very overly large, hypodermic needle. And he put it right up next to my face, and he said, "I have a needle full of AIDS." And I was like, that is not how AIDS happens. That's not at all how it happens. Luckily, I had been opening boxes of mail all day, stuff for the store, and so there was a box cutter right there on the desk, and that's when I realized that that guy brought a hypodermic needle to a box cutter fight. So I picked it up, and I said, "Goodbye." And he ran away, and I was mad at him, so as he went away, I called out, "I hope you get AIDS." It was okay. He probably didn't. It's fine. Probably didn't. A lot of people say that they were a weird kid. I was a genuinely repulsive child. just terrible. I had a lot of trouble interacting with people when I was a kid, but I got some help, actually. When I was about 8 years old, I got this great babysitter. Her name was Wendy, and she, like, taught me how to behave. Her first lesson to me, the first day we met, was what gaydar is. She was like, "Okay, Angela, if you see, like, an attractive guy, and you, like, lean over, touch him on the shoulder, really engage, if he backs up, that's how you know." And I thought, oh, shit, everyone I know is gay. I am super progressive. Hot damn. I've lived in Boston a long time. I've lived here since 1990, a real long time. I'm originally from Colorado, which is just a nice, bland place where everyone looks the same. Everyone's also the same religion. It's called hiking. It's simple. When I moved here, I was wondering when I was going to finally feel like a real Bostonian, you know? And it finally happened like a year ago. Last summer, I was driving to work. I was super late, and a guy cut me off really hard, almost killed me. So I followed him. You know, for like an hour. It went fine. As I've gotten older and I got overweight, I thought that I would stop getting catcalled. I just thought I would like size out of it. And I found out at some point, like, that's not quite how it works. You still get catcalled. It's just more gross. So this summer, I was walking through a parking lot like 2 o'clock in the morning, and lo, a gentleman from across the way. And he said, "What do you smell like?" And I was like, "Duh, Domino's. It's just cheese and sugar put together. That is the fat man's perfume." You guys are lovely. Thank you so much. I'm Angela.